You guys, can we talk about what just happened in Brussels? Because honestly, it didn't feel real. Just when everyone thought the excitement had ended with one of the most unforgettable nights of the tour, something completely unexpected pulled ARMY right back into the emotional whirlwind. And somehow, it wasn't on stage. It wasn't under thousands of lights. It happened in the quiet elegance of a luxury boutique, hidden among the beautiful streets of Brussels. The concert had only just ended. The echoes of the cheers still seemed to linger in the air, as if the entire city was refusing to let go of the magic BTS had left behind. Fans were slowly making their way through the streets, still smiling, still replaying every song, every glance, every unforgettable moment in their minds. The atmosphere was softer now, calmer, but the emotion was still overwhelming. Then whispers started spreading. Someone just saw Jungkook. No. Taehyung is with him. At first, nobody wanted to believe it. After all, the members deserve time to relax after giving everything on stage. But little by little, the photos and short clips began appearing online. Nothing flashy. Nothing staged. Just two familiar figures quietly walking into one of Brussels' most luxurious boutiques. And suddenly, the entire fandom froze. Can you imagine being there? The golden lights inside the boutique reflected against polished marble floors. Expensive displays sparkled behind crystal glass, creating an atmosphere that felt almost dreamlike. Outside, the evening sky painted Brussels in soft shades of blue and gold, making everything feel strangely cinematic. Then there they were. Jungkook, dressed comfortably, almost trying to disappear into the crowd despite being impossible to ignore. His calm expression, the relaxed way he walked, the tiny smile that occasionally appeared whenever Taehyung said something, it was such a normal moment, and somehow that made it even more special. Beside him, Taehyung carried that effortless elegance only he seems to possess. You know what I mean, right? Even without trying, he somehow turns the simplest movement into something people can't stop watching. A slight tilt of his head. A quiet laugh. A glance toward one of the displays before looking back at Jungkook. How does he even do that? It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't planned. It was simply them. And honestly, isn't that exactly why everyone couldn't stop talking about it? They weren't performing. They weren't posing. For a brief moment, they looked like two friends enjoying the city after an emotional night, taking in the peaceful atmosphere that Brussels had to offer after the excitement of the concert. But then, something happened that made fans replay the videos over and over again. Jungkook picked up an item from one of the displays, studying it carefully. Before anyone could guess what he was looking at, he slowly turned toward Taehyung. Not a big reaction. Not exaggerated. Just one quiet look. Taehyung leaned in slightly, his eyes following whatever Jungkook was holding. Their conversation couldn't be heard, but somehow, their expressions told their own story. Jungkook smiled. Taehyung smiled back. That was it. Just a few seconds. Yet somehow those few seconds felt louder than an entire stadium. Why? Because after watching them pour every ounce of energy into the concert only hours earlier, seeing them relaxed, peaceful, almost completely unaware that millions of fans would eventually analyze every tiny interaction, felt incredibly human. Did you feel that too? There was no stage between them and the world anymore. No choreography. No cameras directing every movement. Just two people sharing an ordinary moment that accidentally became extraordinary. Outside the boutique, people passing by slowly realized who they were seeing. Some froze completely. Others quietly covered their mouths in disbelief. A few simply watched from a respectful distance, almost afraid that making too much noise would break the peaceful atmosphere surrounding the two members. What makes this moment even more emotional is knowing everything they had already experienced that day. The adrenaline of performing. The overwhelming roar of thousands of ARMY singing every lyric together. The emotional speeches. The smiles that sometimes hit exhaustion. And after all of that, instead of disappearing immediately, they chose to spend a little time exploring the city. Brussels suddenly didn't feel like just another stop on a tour. It felt personal. It felt memorable. The luxury boutique itself almost became part of the story, not because of the expensive items inside, but because it became the backdrop for a rare glimpse into a quieter side of Jungkook and Taehyung that fans don't often get to witness. Honestly, can we appreciate how different their energies are? Jungkook has this calm curiosity. You can almost picture him quietly examining every little detail, taking his time, never rushing. Taehyung, meanwhile, brings this effortless artistic aura. Even when he's simply looking around, it feels as though he's appreciating every texture, every color, every beautiful corner of the room. Together, they create this balance that's impossible to explain but instantly recognizable. And just when you think that's all fans managed to capture, another short clip began circulating. This one was even shorter. Barely a few seconds. But somehow, those few seconds sent ARMY into complete chaos.